Do you struggle with being around people who are not vegan or not raw vegan, don't understand your lifestyle, and do they possibly try to pull you back into your old way of eating or thinking or living, and or make fun of you, or they are always constantly questioning you? If so, you are not alone. There are so many people who change their lifestyle, and yet we still have these connections, whether it be at a workplace, whether it be right in your own family or your own even relationship. It's very difficult, I do realize, but I want to give you my top tips today on how you can really start to change the way that people interact with you. My name is JJ, also known as Veganowledge JJ. I'm the author of How I Went From Sad to Glad, my simple 4-step blueprint that transform your health, weight, and mindset to finally reach your goals with joy and ease. I combined my own journey of going raw vegan after having ate the standard American diet for 42 years. 6 years ago in 2019, I transformed my life. I lost 55 pounds and have kept it off. And I also eliminated chronic back pain and seasonal allergies. And I also am a graduate with a psychology degree. So I combined all of this to help you in my book and in my communities, which I'll link there if you're interested. Now, the one thing I think is so important for you to realize is that you actually have the more control than you think when it comes to how others are treating you when it comes to your new vegan or healthy diet. Now, one of the things is the confidence that you have. You have to be confident that this is something that you are doing. This is now who you are. You have to also allow the why and the passion to come out. Like when I first went into raw veganism, the holiday that came up was Easter, and I had to go for Easter holiday. And while everyone was sitting there eating something different, I had a big salad in front of me. And when I shared the things that I had learned and how excited I was about, just the whole thing that I had watched, the people that healed on this documentary I watched, and when I explained to them some of the things I had learned, that how raw food gives energy, and it's like really truly our natural diet that we were meant to eat. And when they saw the passion and how good I was feeling, and I hadn't really been doing it that long at that point, only a couple of weeks, but I was already starting to feel the effects and the energy level. And when they saw how good it was for me and how confident I was in it and how I wasn't wavering or questioning, like, yeah, maybe I'll take a bite of this or a bite of that. No, I was really excited. And I was like, no, this is how I eat now. This is who I am. And you have to remember that you can tell people things a little bit too soon. Maybe you want to wait until you do have that next level of, as I talked about in one of my videos, until you have those principles down, until you really truly understand this is what you want to do and this is the commitment that you've made. And I want you to remember also that that it doesn't mean that these things aren't going to come up or happen, or that this is going to work in general for everyone that you come in contact with. There are those that still may not understand, and but I want you to also remember, when you do run into those situations where maybe they are overstepping those boundaries and trying to pull you into a different way, I want you to remember that what goes in your body is ultimately your choice. And this is your health we're talking about. This isn't something that anyone else should have control of. What your principles, your ethics, if you're doing this, if you're vegan for the animals, what you're aligning with, if you're doing this for your health or a combination of everything, if you are wanting to heal your chronic back pain and you're confident that this diet could, reduce pain of your arthritis, or that this diet could transform your weight that you've been trying to. If you're trying to eliminate, and stabilize your blood pressure, blood sugar, and everything, you have to remember that what goes in your body is a very personal choice. And your connections with others mean nothing about what you're actually eating together. You can have still these ultimate connections. You're still the same person, you're still you. Like, I'm still the same person I was when I was 18. That person is still in there. That's still JJ. I just may think, and my connections that I've made and the things that I've learned and the experiences I've had have changed me, in effect, of being mature and having a different way of thinking and perceiving the world. But we're still that same person, and it comes to that, like, throughout every phase of your life. And you have to realize that when you are, embarking on this new lifestyle, you're trying to improve yourself, your health, and you're, feeling really good, you have to project that to others. And you can't, really waver on it, because they will see that and they will then think, oh, you know what, I want this person to be like they were. Because people get in the comfort zone with who we might be, and when we try to better ourselves, sometimes it's very hard for other people, just as it's hard for ourselves. But remember, you stand in that confidence, you're aligning with your goals, you're making the life that you want, the transformation that you want. And while it's important you keep those connections and make connections in other ways with people that doesn't, necessarily have to surround your choices of what you're doing, or how many, things are, or what you're eating. It doesn't have anything to do with it. Just remember, you are following your path. This is who you are. So stand in it, stand in confidence in it, and know that you are aligning with your goals. And joining a like-minded community can really help, because a lot of times in our life we don't have those connections with others that are on the same path. And that's the beauty of social media and YouTube and all these different channels and ways that we can really come together with people who have reached the same connection that we have. So if you're interested, if you're new, you can pick up my free beginner raw vegan guide. I'm going to link that in the comments. And also, I have a community for women that are over 40 who are interested in learning about raw food and improving their diet, and learning mindset shifts that are really going to help. And also, I have a book, of course, that I've already talked about, that hopefully can motivate you on your journey. And I hope to see you in my next video. I'm Veganowledge JJ. I'm proud of you. Remember, everything you have to succeed is already inside of you. I will see you soon. Thank you for joining me.